Hello everybody, welcome back. Finishing off week 1 of season 2 2023 in the Rookie Legends VRS series. Decided to do this just simply because I am trying to force myself this season and hopefully the rest of the year to do more car series track combinations that I really struggle at. Hopes that I can try to make some progress on things, and I think whatever I can learn in some of these would definitely translate to others, and it would improve my overall racing skill set. So hopefully, even if I struggle at it, get frustrated with it, if I can learn even something little, it'll translate to other things. I'll get better across the board and be happier. So,
car, Richard.
This is one that I have never been good at, and chose this just because it's caution-free and don't have to worry about setup shops or whatever. Qualified second where we're supposed to. Gonna have a tough time starting on the outside, so would expect to drop back a few spots.
3 wide,
see how it shakes out. Here the 3 wide calls, never a fun thing, and
Sorry, 7.
There goes the wreck. That takes me all the way to the back. So now it's all about just trying to wreck avoidance. Yeah, that was a really good way to start lap 1, I guess.
Yep, you got ticket number 3, decided to go 3 wide in lap
11.
Yeah, cool. So, well, this is going to teach me a lot about accepting things that I cannot control, and that iRacing isn't everything, neither is safety rating. So, it's Rookie Legends, can't get too angry, it is what it is.
You've done 3.
Just
try to work our way through the field. Wanted to be able to battle with the one and see if we had anything for him. I don't think that's going to happen. I did.
Clear. Fastest lap for Graham, 17.04.
Egos got in the way. I don't know. It is what it is. So it'll be a fun race.
10th position. Your last lap time was at 17.28.
Don't have to worry about the 8.
Good lap.
Way
That's your
overshot.
quickest today.
Look at that and see if I cut down to cause me to get wrecked or if that was just craziness. But yeah.
You've just done a 17.
Gonna be fun trying to come through the field without murdering the tires either. 7 seem to have issues off of 2, so get by him with no issues. Not gonna push on the 10 too hard. Like to get by him. He goes
P9,
way
right
wide.
side.
I'm hoping that that's maybe
Clear up high.
a little bit of respect. I don't know. I don't know, but we got 3 more cars up ahead.
P8.
They're getting into a pretty spirited battle. The 11, the 5, and the 13. The 13 falls off a little bit. Still get me a top 5
Right, Jake,
if I could get through the
this
3 of
guy
them,
the
which
gap's now 0.70.
guess is decent consolation for being wrecked and basically being dead last on the track. Just never figured out how to run this car consistently fast, and with the baseline setup and the shifting, just adds another level that I really want to learn how to master. And now we'll have work on traffic, which will be good for the
lap time
racecraft.
was 17.35.
13 seems like he's catching the 511, starting to pull away from the group, so let's try to find our way around.
Right side.
Get on the inside of the 13.
Hold your line.
Staying here to the inside, try not to push out too wide.
17.48.
I've also went
Coming up
wide,
on
so
rear.
we'll try to take a 2 for 1. You're going
Keep it together. Hold your line. Still there. That sideline's clear.
Alright, clear the 5, cool.
P6.
Be a couple laps before we get to the 11. Just set our sights on him. 5.
The gap to Rich ahead is now
Way to the inside. I don't know if he hit wall and sent him across, or if the 13 got him. Six seconds back of the 4. He's in 4th, 5.5 now. I don't think I'll be able to get to that, but I guess you never know based on
time was 17.12.
tire saving and or if more wrecks happen. He's going
one
wide.
right
This
side.
lap car
Clear
keeping
high.
him. Clear him with no problem. Or is
That lap
half a
was
second
at
back at 12.
17.27, P6.
Only thing I can hope for is that they somehow get into a battle and kill a ton of time. Or maybe kill each other and give me a free spot. We're on top of the 11 now. Oh, that was a really bad 1 and 2. Allow the 11 to pull away a little bit. I think the better move is going to be to try to cut underneath them. They're out of 2 or out of 4. Not quite close enough to be able to do that yet. Backing off, staying away a little bit from them. That would have been the moment to take advantage of it had I been closer,
Coming up low
but
side.
it's not quite close enough to do
Still
that.
there. Clear low.
Well, he's reading my idea of trying to go outside in. He's defending the inside really well. Yeah, it would have been a mistake to take advantage of. Just was not quite close enough. Trying to get
Coming
here
up on
now this time.
Still there. Clear high.
That last lap was a
Bailed
17.52.
out.
You got one on the inside.
Got a little too
Pay
far
attention to track
inside.
limits, please,
He
Jake.
did exactly what he needed to
Still
try to
there.
cross me over.
Clear inside.
So, stupid mistake on my part.
Stay high. You got one inside. Clear inside. One car inside.
Start this
Clear
all
on the
over
inside.
again.
6th place.
All while the leader is now on the relative. 11 with a
Right side.
really bad 3 and 4 there.
He's still there.
Alright, try not to repeat the same mistake this
Clear high.
time.
Rich is getting closer. The gap is now 0.19, P5. That
Defend the
lap was
bottom
at
until we pull away.
17.86.
Alright, looks like I'm clear enough. Go back to normal line. 6 seconds again back from the 4.
That was a
See.
17.58.
If I can gain any ground on him. I need, like, I don't even know. A lot of tenths a lap. Let's get him before the end of the race, which I don't think is going to happen. 8 goes for spin. Out of turn 2. If I can make up any time on the 4, I will be happy with that. Picked up half a second there. Whether or not that can be a consistent half a second, I guess we'll see.
The gap to Rich behind is increasing.
Doubt it,
It's
can
now
be.
2.2.
Drove the entry to 3 a little bit. Couple tenths.
You've just done a 17.25, P5.
Biggest thing for me is really struggling to get the car slow down, roll the center of the corner, but not lean it on the right front too much. And you can see I'm really inconsistent at that.
That lap time was 17.36.
And not missing shifts like that. Still getting a little bit too much on the right side there.
Okay, Jake, the next car is Edison.
Don't think I ever had anything for the 1, but that's okay. Lap times are getting a little bit quicker at least. I like to do that without sliding the car quite as much as I was the previous lap.
Really?
The gap to Rich behind is
Oh,
now
didn't mean to do that.
4.3
I
seconds.
thought you said half gone. Sorry about that.
That's smoke.
That wasn't intentional at all.
I don't know if that was between lap cars or lead lap cars. Looks like it was. The 3 was running second, and now we're going to go by him, so there's a free spot. Puts us into 4th.
P4, that was a 17.35.
9 laps to go this time by, and 4.5
The
back.
gap to
Right now, the
Edison
4,
ahead
so
is now 5.0.
we'd be needing to gain probably 6/10.
That
lap,
lap time
which is
was
not gonna happen, barring
17.25.
something extraordinary happening to the 4. Right side is from when the 1 showed up on the relative. I've pulled away slightly.
That lap was at 17.31.
So maybe I had the pace to compete with them. Not very consistent laps, but hey, it is what it is. Like I said, it's something that I struggle
The
at.
gap to
Need to
Edison
put
in
more
front
time
is
into
now
it if I want
4.8
to
seconds.
be even better. Certain tracks and combinations I'm just always going to run, like Oxford Plains is one that I'm terrible at that I want to work on. Probably South Boston.
That last lap was at 17.44
Any of the mile and a half in the
P4.
NASCAR series, just different stuff, so. Saw the 8 spin in front of me off the 4. Just praying he didn't come back up and drill my left side. We'll have 4 to go this time by. More smoke. Just got a trap behind some lap cars. Don't think that's going to allow me to get to them, but hey, you never know.
I'm doing what the 13 car does in front of me. He checked up. I hit the brakes.
4's getting impatient with the 10, it sounds like.
Okay, Jake, you're reeling Edison in. The gap is now 3.2.
2.6 is the gap with 3 laps to go. I'm digging. At least I can see him now. Don't think we're going to get there with 2 to go, but you never know. 10 could do something
2
stupid
laps
and
left.
take him out.
The gap to Edison
flag.
ahead is now 2.3 seconds.
1's gained back on me, so I think he was just laying off. So I was not fast enough to stay with him. And we're going to finish 4th, looks like. Which, given falling almost all the way back, I will gladly take. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
There we go, it's over. Bring
Lot
it back
left to
round.
be desired, but hey, it's practice, enjoyable. It's part of why. Get the overlay off and look at that wreck. See what happened there. I could take a look at tires first. 92, 97. Probably needed to be a bit more balanced on it. I was probably hustling it a little too hard. Like I said, just leaning it too hard on the right sides. Need to figure out how to get that braking a little bit better into the corners, then be able to kind of roll it through the center on the left sides a little bit more.
I'm at turn 3 and 4, getting ready to come off the
keep
turn
a better
4. Here we go.
balance that way. So
down the front straightaway.
Don't really want to hear their chat. So 15 incidents. Wow, it is the definition of a rookie race. Yeah, that's I don't know, but let's see what happened because that opening lap was mayhem. So 1's just gonna always have an advantage starting on the inside, so you're gonna see him take off. 6 gets a better run, so realized that was just trying to run on the outside until I could figure out where I could slot my way in. 6 kind of pushed wide, I just stayed really wide. 3 took advantage of that, drove to the inside. Heard the 3 wide call. Okay, so I wasn't sure when the 3 wide was clear. I should have done a better job of looking at my relative and seeing that both of them were probably, I'm guessing, at 0.0. And if that were the case, I probably should have just bailed on the corner entry, fallen in behind him. What likely would have happened, you're going to see running 3 wide down the backstretch, which is fine, but the corner entries get really narrow. So the 6 starts turning in, kind of pinching the 3 down. Let's watch this from the 6 perspective. Because this looks like it could have... The 6 was complaining about the 3 in this. It almost looks like it could have been more on the 6, because he starts to turn in here already. Like, he's heading for a tight entry. The 3's not turning in. So we start as netcode. Maybe a little bit of contact. The 6 definitely was driving into the right side door of the 3 regardless. And now he's on the brakes trying to lock it up. I didn't know about that wreck, and I started my turn in and drive into the right-hand side of the 6. So, yeah, if I would have been smart and realized that they were probably 0.0 on the relative, I would have just bailed out early, fallen behind. Hard part is the 6 locking it up. I would have had to really bail out early to fall in behind to cut underneath him and get on by. And let's see where. I don't know. Maybe the 12 gets in the back of me if I try to do that. I don't know if I have enough gap there to do that. So I want to watch that from my cockpit view and see where could I even see them. As you can see, I don't have a view of either one of them at all on the left side. Like I said, I'd have to trust the relative knowing that they're going to be directly off to my left. And I just wasn't quite looking at that enough. Should have done a better job of that. Start my turn in on the brakes, and yeah, you can see by that point, here's where the 6 is. I've got no way to avoid that. So I started the turn in right about here. Right about here is where I'm starting to turn in. I was trying to keep it wider. I knew I had at least one car to my inside. I was sure of that. So started the braking, start the turn in. I've got neither one of them on what I can see. So I was kind of going off of what the spotter told me. I guess I'd never heard not 3 wide, which is my fault. And then ta-da, here's the 6. I'm already turning in. I get into his left. And yeah. So, bit of a tough break. Blind spot, I guess. Did put us all the way to the back. Pretty much we got by the 6, so we were 1 from the back, which was going to be, what, 11th, I believe? Because there was only 12 on the track. I don't know. I mean, I think it's really on the 6 for turning in too early and kind of creating that contact, but I should have done a better job of keeping note of that relative, recognizing 2.0s, having to understand that that meant they were both going to be to my left or both 3 wide, and just completely bailing out, trying to stay in front of the 12 or just letting the whole field go and then turn underneath it. I don't know. It's kind of a hard deal when I'm on a single monitor. I know if I had a left monitor or with a triple monitor set up and could see that to the left, I would have easily known that they were all there. But bit of a tough break that way. So you guys can let me know your thoughts if that really was kind of unavoidable on my part, if it's just kind of the pitfalls of being on a single monitor, or if there was more I should have done along the lines of what I was saying. Or if I'm looking at that at hindsight saying, okay, now knowing to look at, that's what I should have done. But in reality, that was not reasonable to assume for me to be able to do in the middle of the race. Sucks that it was on lap 1, but it was what it was. Made it for a good race. Otherwise, we probably would have just been running our own little bubble in second. Not good enough to keep up with the 1, but probably better than the rest of the field. So made it fun. Tried to get through. Had a really good battle with the 11 there. Kind of outmaneuvered me a couple times, but I tried to reel him back in and correct, what I knew he was doing against me. It wasn't like I didn't know what he was doing against me. I just didn't execute the right way the first time I tried to get by him. So tried to correct that, have some fun, and it'll definitely be something that even if I don't record, I'll keep working on, trying to improve on these. And like I said, you'll see it across the board. Anything at Oxford Plains I'm terrible at, so I'll probably do that. A lot of super late model stuff in South Boston, whatever. So let me know your thoughts on that crash into turn 3. And if you guys, I don't know, even if you have other driving tips or what you want to see. So love to hear from you guys. Hopefully a little bit of short but fun one. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.